Hey, I'm Leela. On today's news break, the Sydney Opera House lit up for Remembrance Day. We preview State of Origin 2. And the greatest hole-in-one ever. But first, subscribe. The Premier of New South Wales, Gladys Berejiklian, is calling for a change to our national anthem. Not a new song, but a word change, which she says will recognise Australia's 60,000-year-old Indigenous history.
Yeah, you probably recognise this song. Well, this bit is the bit people are talking about today. Gladys Berejiklian says she supports calls for the young and free bit to be changed to we are one and free.
I think it's about time we recognise the tens of thousands of years of our First Nations people on this continent.
It comes after many years of debate about our national anthem.
Wait, whose land?
Many say it doesn't represent Indigenous Australians. And last year, many Indigenous NRL players chose to remain silent while it played before State of Origin matches. Many have welcomed the call for a word change, others want it to stay the same, but some reckon we could do with a whole new national anthem that represents all Aussies. So, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I do think that we should change it to we are one. We should change some of the other words because they're old.
I think changing the words is a good idea because it's showing that everyone is one.
It'd be nice if there was some Aboriginal language in there. We might want to give recognition because they were the first custodians of the site.
It's Remembrance Day, and if you were awake early this morning in Sydney, you might have seen the Sydney Opera House lit up with poppies. They're an important symbol on Remembrance Day. It's held every year on the 11th of November, the date the First World War ended back in 1918. This year, because of COVID-19 and crowd restrictions, many people attended services online. It's State of Origin 2. The teams are different, the venues are different, and the stakes are high. Here's Kale.
Yep, that's right. The score is 1-0 to Queensland, so we're heading to Sydney to see if the Blues can even it up and keep the series alive. James Tedesco will make his debut as skipper after Boyd Cordner copped a nasty head knock in Game 1. On the Queensland side, fullback Valentine Holmes will slot back in, while Game 1 superstar Kurt Capewell has recovered from injury and is good to go. Meet Hannah Goda. She's 12 years old from Egypt, and she is really, really good at table tennis. In fact, she just became the under-15 world number 1 and is the first African player to achieve the feat. She says her dream is to one day play in the Olympics. And Hannah, I think you are well on your way. Lastly, I just want you to sit back and watch this. Spanish golfer Jon Rahm hit this incredible hole-in-one while warming up for the Masters this week. And you know what they say, everything sounds better with the Titanic theme. That was wonderful.
And finally today, we're focusing on some things that are so impressive, I can't stop staring. Actually, I have to blink at some point, but I'm still staring. I dare you to try and look away from this shiny, 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 huge pink diamond. And looking is the only thing we'll be doing because it's super, super, super expensive and rare. It's called the Spirit of the Rose, and it's the largest of its kind. The diamond's about to go up for auction, so if you've got, say, around $52 million, it could be yours to stare at forever. Now, people love to stare at orange-bellied parrots because they're super rare. This species of parrot has been close to extinction in recent years, but this year, 40 of them rocked up to their breeding ground in southeast Tasmania. That's the highest number in a decade. And people in South Australia couldn't help but stare out their windows last night, as about 100,000 lightning strikes created a spectacular light show. Some, like our reporter Nick, even filmed it so we could stare at it forever. Wowzers! Nothing like ending the show with a bang. Or more specifically, the sound of thunder. Subscribe.